Hello students, I'm Kiran Shinde, Assistant Professor ICMR MCA Department. Welcome to the video lecture on decimal to binary. In this video lecture, we are going to discuss how to convert a decimal number into its binary format. First, let us start understanding the steps for converting a decimal to any base. Step number 1, finding the base of target value. Step number 2, divide the number with the base. Step number 3, identify the remainder and keep it aside. And step number 4, once the division is over, arrange the bits to get the answer. Now let us try to understand these steps with an example. Here we are given a decimal number as 125 and we are asked to convert this decimal number into its binary format. So the first step is identify the target base. Here the target base is 2. So we are going to divide the decimal number by 2. So start dividing 125 by 2. You will get quotient as 62, remainder as 1. Continue the division. Divide 62 by 2. You will get 31 as the quotient, 0 as the remainder. And likewise, you continue till you get quotient as 0 and finally the remainder as 1. And now while writing the final answer, you are going to write it in the bottom to top manner. So the final answer will be 1111101, that is 5 times 1 and 0 1. Now let us try to solve one more problem. Here you are given a decimal number as 224. So start dividing 224 by the target base. Here again the target base is 2. So we are going to divide 224 by 2. Start dividing. You will get remainder as 0. Divide 112 by 2. You will get quotient as 56. Remainder as 0. Continue the division. You will get 28 as the quotient, 0 as the remainder. 14 as the quotient, 0 as the remainder. 7 as the quotient, 0 as the remainder. 7 divided by 2, 3 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. Continue the division on the right hand side. So 3 divided by 2, 1 as the quotient, 1 as the remainder. And finally 1 divided by 2 will give you 0 as the quotient and 1 as the remainder. So your final answer will be, write down from bottom to top as I already explained you with the previous slide. So your final answer will be 1 1 1, that is 3 times 1, and 1 2 3 4 5, 5 times 0. So this is nothing but the binary equivalent of the decimal number, which is 224. Hope you have understood. Now any conversion will not end unless and until you understand the fractional conversion also. So in this video I am going to teach you how to convert a decimal number with fraction to its binary equivalent. So stay tuned. Now we will be learning decimal fraction to binary. So for that you have to look at the steps here. Now there are two major differences in the normal conversion, rather the decimal number into binary and a decimal number with fraction into binary. The two major differences are, first difference is in decimal to binary we divide the number by 2. In decimal fraction to binary we multiply the number by 2. And second very important difference is, in decimal to binary we write the number, the final binary equivalent we write from bottom to top, but here in case of decimal fraction to binary we write the binary equivalent from top to bottom. So with these two differences, let us start understanding. Now here we are given a decimal number as 0.625 and we are asked to convert this 0.625 into its binary equivalent. So first of all we have to multiply 0.625 by 2. We will get 1.25 and we will write the fractional part and the integer part separately. The integer part will be denoted as carry. Continue the multiplication further. So now we have to continue the multiplication with the fractional part. So take the fractional part, that is 0.25, multiply it by 2. Again separate out the fractional part 0.50 and carry here is 0. Now very importantly, when should you stop multiplication? The multiplication should be stopped where you will get the fractional part as 0. Like in this case, when you multiply 0.50 into 2, you get answer as 1.00. That means the fractional part is 0 and carry is 1. So here at this particular step you have to stop. And while writing the final answer, as I already mentioned initially, you have to follow from top to bottom. So the binary equivalent of 0.625 will be 101. Now let us try to understand with one more problem. Now in this problem, we are given a decimal number with fraction as 3.703125. Now we already know the binary equivalent of 3 is nothing but 1. So we will just write it one side. And now we will start multiplying the decimal part, that is 0.703125 into the target base is 2. So the answer will be 1.40625. Now further multiply the fractional part, that is 0.40625 into 2 will give us 0.8125. Continue the multiplication. 0.8125 into 2 will give us 1.625. Continue the multiplication with the fractional part. 0.625 into 2 will give us 1.25. Then we have to pick the fractional part, that is 0.25 into 2 will give us 0.5, and finally 0.5 into 2 will give us 1.0. This is nothing but 0.5. Now here, while writing the final answer, as I mentioned, due to the space constraint, I could not write the carry part separately, but you have to just write this carry part separately at one side. And while writing the final answer, as I said, you have to write from top to bottom. So essentially, what will be the binary conversion of 0.703125? It will be 101101. So I will write at the bottom 101101. This will be the binary equivalent of 0.703125. Let's cross check. 10, right from top to bottom. 101101. Yes, it is right. 101101. So hope you understood the method. Now you have to practice some more problems and get yourself familiar with this method. Thank you. Thank you very much, students. Stay tuned for my next video.